Why, hello there. Greetings and welcome back to a small Let's Play of a game called Young Kenji 2, Prosecutor's Path. I'm the Divine Path of Vagabond Princess, Ep4, and it's very nice to meet all of you. So, we're finally here, confronting the President himself. Not really, at the final stretches of the case, per se, but it's progress.
Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me to the plane. But then, the second gunshot. The bullet pierced the Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest.
Just trying to get the public speaker stick down. If that's the case, then the President's a victim too, right? Also, I can barely hear anything. Let me just raise the volume there. Thank you. It also doesn't have my headset is just noise drowning. Oh well. If that was an assassination attempt, it was an assassination attempt. It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately. But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation? Of course, if this becomes public, it would cause problems.
I see. There's still some deep, dark secrets behind this case, right?
Certainly the President, and perhaps Knightley too, know this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see. Alright. Well, someone is in the area. Are you aware of just how serious this incident is?
You naive man! Did you think I would be perturbed by that question? Of course I am well aware that I coward attempted to shoot me. At the time I was on the stage delivering my speech.
There we go. Claire is fine. Did you realize there was a shooter when I appeared in front of you?
What was I doing at the time? Oh yes, the speech. During my speech, I was in a euphoric state. A state of nothingness and enlightenment.
So, you got nervous and you blanked out.
No, I have not forgotten a single occurrence that transpired during my speech. When Rook and Knightley appeared in front of me, I was surprised.
A red balloon.
You tried my patience, Prosecutor.
That was not my intention. I just want to make sure your recollections are reliable.
There were balloons on both sides of that stage, swelling red in the cloudy sky as laid out in that security plan.
The security plans. Ah, the one from the back.
They stepped in front of me just before the balloon burst.
Okay. Attempted to escort you? What had actually happened?
That's right, attempted. Rook and Knightley raised their attaché cases.
That's from Shoniki's photo.
They led me towards the plane.
I'm not sure why there's such great difficulty in doing that, though. What happened after the second mission?
Pitiful Prosecutor. If you don't know that you're not fit for duty.
What's that supposed to mean?
I grew wary of needless repetition. It should be quite obvious. Even you should know the path of the second bullet.
You know. I just think that is for completion. Thank you. But the bullet hit. What condition was the victim in?
Oh, he was truly a man among men. Still, the moment of the bullet impact, he grabbed hold of me and dashed into the plane.
So you entered the plane along with the victim.
I am to protect him. What was to protect me? That wasn't wrong. He speaks firmly. It feels like he's just dodging the question, sir.
He's a president. That's to be expected. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place.
This is Saul's the victim. You even have a reason to lie, sir. So, as he said, should be nothing but the truth.
On the contrary, there is one point that stands out to me as odd. Try to recall the state of the crime scene. Eh? Really? So the evidence. Perhaps I will read it one more time. But I know what it is. I don't like it. I didn't completely miss it. Reveille posting. But something is happening here. Okay, I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm being silly. Hopefully. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should do this. Cut. Alright, now to stop the exporting of my, previous video. So, with that in mind, let's go and, point out the BS here. A red balloon burst. Burst? I'm afraid that's not the case. What? What? Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what has burst?
No! This is... What, exactly?
It's a still samurai, warrior from the old Tokyo. You do well to remember it, if you wish to win the support of this nation's people. And don't forget the rival show, Javin named Jeff. The balloon that was raptured by the balloon bullet was no ordinary red balloon. It was a still samurai balloon.
But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan.
It suddenly looks like there are only 2 round balloons thrown here.
Nightly, what is the meaning of this? Explain at once.
Yes, sir. That still summer balloon was love and replacement. Replacement? Replacement? That's what we're told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during the setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst. So you scrambled to find a replacement? Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy making a stand in the park. He said he lent us a steel summer balloon. He was kind of a poser. A steel summer balloon and a poser. That's interesting. We pumped air into his red samurai pants to create a makeshift balloon. The still samurai balloon, just like an ordinary red balloon. Is that what you mean?
Nightly, why was I not informed of this?
Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Couldn't you tell by just looking at it?
I did not notice it.
So I mistook the still samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon. Was there a reason why you made that mistake?
Oh!
What now?
A moment, please. I just remembered now. I could not see the balloon very well.
You couldn't see it?
Exactly. At the time, the wind was strong. The flags on the stage were fluttering wildly, and they obstructed my view.
The flags.
Did you not see the flags that were set up on both sides of the stage? There was strong wind that was waving about, just like this.
So a strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. And that's a very helpful clue. That kind of changes everything. The flags were fluttering wildly. Is there a problem with that? You bet there is. You bet your frilly cravat there is, President Wang. You have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction.
A contradiction, you say?
Yes, one that turns the very foundation of this case on its head. During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so the flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in a strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence. Which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene? And I want to say, it's obligatory. It definitely proves something very wrong. And that is the trajectory through the into the balloon from through the flag. The gunshot rang out during the president's speech. The bullet struck the balloon and also pierced the national flag. I had previously deduced the bullet's trajectory using these facts. The assassin fired the bullets from the left side of the audience area. However, if the flags were fluttering about like so, my reasoning changes. Ah, the flag's position is changed. Correct. The bullet trajectory must also change. Oh, and if we trace the trajectory of the bullet, we can tell who fired the shot. But Mr. Edwards, that person is... Indeed, I still don't understand why. However, it can't be none other than him. By tracing the bullet's path, who was the person who fired the gun? That would be you. Forrest Knightley. My pawn takes your knight. The person who shot the balloon was none other than you, Horace Knightley. What? Connect the bullet holes in the balloon and the flag, and the line points to you. Although I consider that more of a bishop at this stage.
But that guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why would he have shot the steel samurai balloon, sir? Preposterous. I would have said there was no reason. Are you saying that you will save my life from numerous occasions as an assassin?
Prosecutor Edward, I've had it up to here with you. My job is to protect the president.
Knightley, control yourself.
Sorry, sir.
Prosecutor, indeed the rule was strong during my speech. However, the wind strength continued varying. Evidence, show us evidence that the flag was flying the moment of a gunshot.
The gunshot occurred at the moment the president raised his fist to the sky. The evidence that shows this moment is... Do I have something like that to show this to my flag? Oh, what did you do? What you know? Have a look at this. I believe we have some evidence. The evidence is in this photo.
Interesting. And where in this photo exactly?
The flag flying this photo is right here. Don't you see the fluttering flag you see in this photo?
No!
There is no mistaking that the flags were flying at the moment of the incident.
So then, it really was that guy who shot the balloon.
That would mean Mr. Knightley is the assassin. Horace Knightley is not the assassin. That's the one we've been pressing. Horace Knightley is not the assassin. The only thing you shot was a balloon. A balloon on the opposite side of the president. It wasn't aiming at the president.
Why then?
Why was it necessary for me to do a thing like that?
Depending on the answer, I might take aim at your pretty little head.
Why was it necessary? I presume the reason is connected to the one thing that fell out of place. The one who shot the balloon was the president's bodyguard, Knightley. That fact will change the entire viewpoint of this case. Another truth that I remember the... There we go. Alright. Why was Knightley's position changed? Because I can't turn my head to the right. My position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated on the right side of the stage. Was that really the only reason? Yet the plans had not changed, and Knightley remained on the left side of the stage. Knightley can't turn his head to the right. Would he have been able to aim at the balloon on the left side of the stage? Perhaps security plans were altered so that Knightley could shoot the balloon. If that's the case, what's this? Details the security plans were changed? Yeah, that's right. It was changed yesterday. President's orders. The security plans were changed in the President's orders. Well, here we have it. Here you have it. Edward Cummings with hard read cold logic. In other words, the president knew about the balloon being shot. He knew about the attempt on his own life. If you think about it that way, everything that's been out of place is beginning to add up. Why was the assassin able to get a gun past such tight security? Why was the assassin wearing a conspicuous red hood? Why did they use a laser sight that would be so easily reveal their location? Why was the president so calm after being shot? This was the truth-speaking the president and his subordinates tried to conceal. There can only be one reason why Knightley fired the gun. The entire assassination was a setup. Eh?
Huh? Oh! How dare you! Do you seriously understand what you are implying with this?
Of course I understand. In fact, now I understand everything. Mr. President, you wish to take the investigation rights from me. That was all so you could conceal the real truth.
How dare you mock me with with spurious allegations?
Mock you? That was not my intention. I simply used logic to uncover the truth. That is all. Knightley fired the first shot in order to rupture the balloon. Heard a gunshot and the sound of the balloon bursting, the audience began to panic. This was followed by one more shot. Wait, one more shot? Yes. Knightley turned toward the balloon and pulled the trigger a second time. The second gunshot was also fired by Knightley, to create the illusion of the second shot hitting the president. So what if the bullet that hit the president's bulletproof vest? What if the bulletproof vest had been prepared in advance? What's the matter, Mr. President? Afraid of his little bullet?
That's not true. I was definitely shot.
If we examine the bullet in your vest, if you don't answer the question for us, will we find Rook's blood on that bullet?
Oh! But the person who shot me in that photo.
Weren't you listening, Mr. President? From the bullet's trajectory, the one who fired the shot must have been Knightley. Then, Macaulay, she too was part of the president's plan. She was to bear the blow and become the false assassin. The red of the figure! Exactly. I don't know how much of the plan was with me beforehand. However, she didn't fire the gun. All she did was aim the laser pointer at the president's head. That's right. Once the crowd began to panic, he was turning Parker inside out, and thus the red-headed figure vanished. After that, he discarded the gun and secured the plan in the trash. And the illusion of the assassin vanishing like a ghost was complete.
And with the assassin gone, the kids would go on soul power.
Yes, that is what he hoped for. That's why you would let Mr. Edward investigate the case. That's why you would let Mr. Edward investigate the case. Exactly. All of this was an asinine publicity stunt from a lying president. But
you!
I'm not gonna try to yell that. And all the air is out of the bag, as well as the cat, and your dignity. Oh well.
You were wrong.
You reveal this truth for all. The assassination is a lie, isn't it?
Chief. Why'd you have to pick you? This should not have happened.
Objection!
Well played, Mr. Prosecutor.
Knightley.
I am speaking with the President. Now, thank you very much. Such a waste of ammo. You're a chess player. You know knights always try to protect their king. Oh wait. So shut up. Now. Are you threatening me, Mr. Knightley? What's with this guy? Oops, sorry. I went over the top there. But on to business. As my first move, I wanna ask you a question. You say I fired a gun on the stage, right?
then I should have been caught. The entire audience was watching me.
I see. Now it's my move. Use a certain object to prevent the spectators from seeing you.
A certain object.
What did Nightly use to prevent the audience from seeing him? Well, that's easy enough. His hand was hidden by the bulletproof attaché case. That's really a no-brainer.
The attaché case.
Exactly. I'd like you to have a look at this photo Kay took. Your right hand is completely hidden by the case. This photo captures the exact moment you secretly fired the gun. You used the attaché case as a screen.
You seem to enjoy making up convenient stories, Mr. Prosecutor.
But you missed something. What have I missed? What have I missed? Just that everything you said is just that everything you said is just a hypothesis, a theory. Flags flapping in the wind, using the keys as a screen. The security plans were modified because I can't move my neck. You got no decisive evidence. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then we'd examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. But that bullet's probably at the bottom of the leg. Finding it would be real tough, right? I can't admit it. But as you said, there's no decisive evidence.
If there is no proof, the only thing you can do is shut up. So do so.
Hold it. Thanks, Nikolai. Miss Swift. That's it. If she speaks, we can hear new testimony.
Hey lady, you got something to say?
Never mind.
There we go.
I thought so. Nicole. Don't be afraid. The truth will escape if you let that man intimidate you. You're a reporter. A journalist, are you not? I will not remain silent. Not remain silent.
Better consider your position. Use your head before you're saying something you regret.
Africa #1 real journalism. Journalist does not tell lies. You can't call it a scoop if it ain't the truth. Miss Redworth, I'm sorry. I've been hiding this the whole time. I used this laser pointer to aim at the president. That's all I did. I'd never fire the gun.
You stupid woman! You testify, you'll admit that you're an accomplice.
I don't care. I'm gonna tell him everything. 2 days ago, I was covering an event at this Changfan embassy. When some of the president's men called me over. They said if I cooperated, I'd get an exclusive interview with the president. And the gun in the trash? I really don't know. All I was told was to come wearing a red hood to aim the laser pointer. I never thought it would snowball into all of this. I'm really, truly sorry. Nicole, thank you. That was a testimony worthy of the courtroom. This is sufficient testimony to verify the fake assassination plot.
Damn you! A lot of you! You're all a bunch of mindless morons!
It's a shame. If only you had been able to serve the investigation as planned. You would have been able to silence this young lady.
Blast!
So tomorrow's headlines now read, Fake assassination plan exposed becomes a murder. Right?
I can't believe that you do something this horrible, pal! I admit nothing.
The president. The president?
Nightly, that's enough. We have no choice but to admit it.
So, Mr. President, you admit you planned a fake assassination?
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry.
But why? But why? Why do you have to do this?
My approval ratings on Channel 5 fooled me. I wanted to appeal to them as a strong president who survived an assassination. But in the end, it was just a lie. A stupid lie.
And the bullets in the bulletproof vest?
Prepare to review. That was not fired today.
Score! 1 point to Miles. To what about Mr. the Killer?
It seems our plan was leaked. Someone wanted to make this fake assassination real.
That's why the killer wore the red raincoat. He would impersonate the culprit in the plan in order to approach the president.
But there's still one thing I don't understand.
What's that?
Why did Luke die? His death was not part of this trade. And yet, it really happened.
Yes. Why was his life taken?
Ethan was an outstanding bodyguard. Even though he wasn't from my country, he had my utmost trust.
I don't think that having the trust of a cowardly president meant that much, honestly.
Hey, the same sort of bond between me and Miss Redworth, pal.
I wouldn't put it that way. They won't know of your plan.
Not the exact details. I asked him to cooperate, and he refused.
You should have listened to his advice.
Yes, indeed. I wouldn't have done all this if I had known.
You're being too dramatic. Huh? What? Rook was just one piece of the president's defense.
Likely. That's...
And it's not as if you Gosh. And it's not as if you cooperate with your plan. I did. You ran away, taking whatever dignity I left with them. Good riddance.
I know you're a valuable bodyguard, but still.
I don't have time for this, sir. I'm a team leader now. There's going to be a lot of changes now that the chicken's gone. After all, adaptation is the most important principle in chess.
I didn't always want to be the team leader. But isn't this a bit imprudent?
I will create even more perfect plans, just like this one. You definitely have ambition. But wasn't your perfect plan today a failure? If it weren't for you and that idiot Rook, it would have been perfect. What did Rook do? If you hadn't died, the killer would have threatened me. And you would have never set foot in this place.
Nightly! How can you say such a thing?
Yeah, he died trying to save you, Mr. President. Maybe he fulfilled his lifelong ambition. He died protecting the president? Huh? But the assassination was fake, right? Of course it was. But you need to listen close, little girl. Remember the guy who wanted to make the fake assassination real? There were 2 gunshots at a time of incident. The first was as you said. I shot the balloon. But the second one wasn't me. So who fired the second shot? The real assassin. But it wasn't the killer. He tried to attack the president with a knife, not a gun. The lucky winner was the hidden queen. Or should I say the lady in the coat over there? Eh? Eh?
You accusing Nicole, pal?
I ain't no assassin. Really? I don't believe you. The gun that was left in the trash. That was yours, right? Still no yet. This night, refuses to get off his high horse. I should have ballooned and entered to play Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president to the security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bullet that lady fired was hidden while we escorted the president to the plane. The shot was fired from the gun found in the trash. That voice is really grating. I'm taking this toll on my voice. Sorry, rather. So you're saying you don't know exactly when the victim... So you're saying you don't know exactly when the victim was shot? The knight's job isn't to protect the rook. It's to protect the king. Huh? What he's trying to say is that his job was to protect the president only. It's over if you lose the king. Checkmate. That's the first rule of chess. If your life pieces get taken right in front of you, you're not likely to win. But I did win. Look, the president is safe. Don't claim victory when the game has only just begun. Let's keep going. Gonna save some lines though. The victim had no part in your plan.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even know his duel was fake.
So you say you thought it was a real assassination attempt? Ah, but you fired it on right next to him. Wouldn't you have noticed?
Maybe he did. None of it matters now. Besides, even if we thought the assassination attempt was a fake, his duty was to protect the king. He made a split-second decision to sacrifice himself. The victim was truly a man of honor. Of honor. You're wrong. That was all part of my plan. He simply assisted in our little performance on stage.
Oh crap. Yeah. I'm gonna let it rest for now. Except if I can use. Hello. This is the next statement. What sort of gas are you talking about? Ah, alright.
How should I know? I was present inside the security room. Anyway,
So you said.
where did you find the body? No matter where he is now. He collapsed in the middle of this room. When I returned, the door to the plane was already closed. The bullet must have hit work right before the door closed. Talk about a hassle. It's all his fault that his plan failed. That my plan failed. Mostly. It was too far. Even if he protected the king, he couldn't protect his honor. He was careless in his duty, and he paid the price for it. His man is truly despicable. As I was saying,
It really is. Weren't you both carrying bulletproof without shaking hands?
yeah, we recognized the laser pointer. We opened up this bad boy and became the prison's shield.
You're telling me that the bullet slipped through the space between your shields? Are you claiming that Miss Swift has such precise aim?
Well, she was targeting the president. I wouldn't say her aim is precise at all.
So the bullet was off target and was having to hit the victim instead. There's a tiny gap between his bulletproof vest and the case.
I don't want to believe it either. They said the truth is stranger than fiction. Rook was hit by 1 in a million shot, and you have the evidence to prove it.
The only problem here. Well, we'll see after we practice defense. So the second shot wasn't part of your plan.
That's right, she did that on her own. Think about it, wasn't she desperate for a scoop?
I'm a journalist. I ain't no murderer.
Well then, who was the one who joined the plan in order to get exclusive coverage?
That's...
It's just like you said. I orchestrated this fake assassination attempt. She was only supposed to aim the laser pointer. I guess it wasn't enough for her. She prepared her own gun and took aim at the president. She probably thought she wouldn't get caught if she went on and shot me too.
Knightley fired the first shot and then Miss Swift fired the second one. In other words, Nicole also had a gun. I never thought she was the type. Well, I need proof, but it's just pure speculation. And damn! Let's present some evidence. There's a problem about this. There's definitely a problem, because as I recall, this gun was fired twice.
Objection!
So you shot the balloon and Miss Swift shot Rook. Is that really true?
I can't see it any other way.
The gun we discovered in the trash was fired twice. The number of gunshots don't add up. Ugh. Why did the gunshots add up? It's simple. This gun is fake evidence, left behind by the real criminal. Fake evidence? Think about it. The criminal planted this for a reason. By finding the gun, he would assume that the assassin was in the audience. In order to make us believe that the gun was used for the assassin, the gun needed to appear as if it had been fired twice. I get it, because 2 shots were fired during the incident. However, we proved that the bullet that hit the balloon did not come from this gun. Therefore, I have my doubts as to whether this gun also took Luke's life.
Here it comes. We're back in some serious heat. And now for the song and dance.
Yes, you've come this far. Go ahead and say it. I will just say it. I'll prove it. The one who really shot Rook is... you, Horace Knightley.
Take that!
Horace Knightley, you murdered Rook. I finally said it.
Knightley, couldn't have.
The killer wasn't the only one who took advantage of the fake assassination plot. You intended to murder Rook and claim he was a victim of the assassination. Once the prison tenant was secured and the door hiding place was closed, only the victim and Knightley would have been left in this room. And at that moment, you fired a third bullet, directly at Rook.
Objection!
Directly at Rook. The third bullet? Huh, only 2 gunshots were heard. Numbers don't match up.
Objection!
The place walls are soundproof, as the door is closed. The gunshots would not have been heard outside. But wasn't the president in the next room? That's true. The president may have heard the gunshot. Mr. President, did you hear a gunshot?
I didn't hear the gunshots.
But weren't you watching this room with the security cameras?
The cameras in this room are usually turned on. I turned on the power and I entered the security room.
So you didn't turn on the power immediately after entering the room?
No, actually, I...
What is it? It's not being clear. Mr. President, focus, this is vital.
I was
Please.
hiding in the bed, covering my ears.
What? But you know the assassination was fake.
It doesn't matter. I simply hate the sound of guns. The terrifying sound. Just can't help it.
That definitely ain't going in the article. Knightley, you saw the president hiding under the bed. Furthermore, you could tell if the security cameras had been turned on by looking at the monitors. In that moment, when the president wouldn't hear the gunshot or see the room, you had the chance to fire a third bullet at Rook.
Knightley, you really deceived me?
You really think I'd kill that moron? That's cold, Mr. President. Have a little faith in me. It's a bodyguard who's risking his life to protect you.
I want to believe you. I really do, but
I just don't get it. Why are you suspecting me alone?
there's still the possibility that she is the killer.
This gun is not a murder weapon. The number of missing bullets make that clear.
There was one shot to begin with.
Ever think of that? What?
Maybe you already fired a shot yesterday or the day before, and the second shot was fired today. It would hit Rook. Wasn't that just a perfect excuse? Wasn't that just a perfect excuse?
Excuse? The possibility exists. You can't deny that. That's right. I can't deny it completely.
Give me decisive evidence. Evidence so decisive that it makes my heart stop and my logic crumble.
You got something like that? Ah! Say it, Wes. Can't you do anything? That's right, Nicole will. I kept mixing up Kay and Nicole. Mr. Prosecutor. It's true, I did an awful thing for a scoop. But I never killed nobody. I could never do a thing like that. Decisive evidence. If I could prove the murder weapon was Knightley's gun, prove it was his gun. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. Excuse me. And we can find the bullets that took Rook's life. We can determine which gun fired the shot from the ballistic markings. If you got no evidence, then we're done talking.
Objection!
Hold it! What? You don't seriously have decisive evidence? Naturally. That's a big joke. Well, come on now, show us. What is this so-called evidence? The bullet that took Rook's life. That's the size of evidence I need. This evidence. Do I have it? We don't have it. No. This is a trick question. We do not have it on hand. This is something that we just find now. I don't have it. Okay. It's game over, man. However, it is somewhere in the room. What? The bullet that killed Rook pierced through his body. So where did the bullet go? Elio explained it like this. The bullet that took Rook's life pierced through his body, and then hit the vest. That's right. It'd be dangerous if you hadn't worn a bulletproof vest. However, now that the fake assassination plan has come to light, we know that the bullet in the bulletproof vest was prepared earlier. So then, where did the bullet go? Interesting. Very interesting. Do you have the answer? Do I have the evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook? Let me see. The evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Yes and no. Oh wait. I know. I think it's this. I'm fairly sure this must be it. Interim, there's one thing that is clearly missing. Something missing? You sure it's not your brain? I'd like you to look at the rack of security monitors. There used to be a monitor there. There is glass there. There is instead a stuffed toy. Why did this break? If someone was shot in front of it, of course. It seems you've noticed, Mr. President. Among these images of the plane's surroundings, only the feed from the right side of the plane is absent. That's what's missing. A single monitor. Mr. President, there was originally a monitor here, wasn't there?
That's right. Why's your stuffed toy now?
That must have been put there to hide the empty space where the monitor used to be. Why is the monitor missing, and where did it go? Why? Undoubtedly, because it was hit by the bullet. I know to make us think that the bullet really hit the bulletproof vest. It would be a problem if another bullet hole was discovered. So then, where'd the monitor go? Where? It should be hidden somewhere inside this plane. There hasn't been a chance to dispose of it outside since it was shot. Detective Gumshoe, search this plane.
Roger that, sir.
President Huang, you said extraterritorial laws applies to this plane.
I will allow it. There's no problem. I just want to know the truth of Rook's death.
Damn it! You think this is a joke? You're always like, work this, work that. Detective, we have his approval. Go ahead.
Mr. Edgeworth, I found it, sir.
Good work, Detective. Tell us to strike the bullet from the monitor.
I do this here, I do that. I got it.
Well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Luke. This is the bullet that will crush your arguments. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic. And the ballistic markings on this bullet do not match the gun found in your area. This one will be cleared of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Detective, when you examine this ballistic marking, send the gun and bullet to forensics.
Roger, we should be able to find clear marks in the bullet, sir.
So what will these results yield, is the question. That's what we have to figure out next time. We should meet again, in another new perhaps. Until then, humans, fairies, and yokai.